All right, now you can see we are inside. The garage door is now closed. Here's the problem. This is 7 feet. And we didn't cut it, we didn't break anything. Now we gotta regroup and figure out, I'll follow this camera here. What's up, fish tank people? Dustin's Fish Tanks bringing it to you on a Sunday, baby. How's everybody doing? I hope you're doing well. In today's video, I'm gonna give you a little bit of greenhouse update, but I'm gonna do it kind of Rachel O'Leary. She has a day in the life of a fish pimp. This is a day in the life of the greenhouse gimp, Dustin, as I approach the 30 days to finish mark with Greenhouse 2.0. So today I'm just gonna have you all roll around with me and I'm gonna talk through all about the 20 different projects that I have going on at Greenhouse 2.0 as I'm trying to get that sucker finished before the end of May. First, I wanna make a quick note for you all on how this is going down for me from like an emotional, if you will, woo-woo standpoint. There's a fabulous book by my man Seth Godin called The Dip. Here's how the dip works. The dip works like this. It's a big, giant dip. And I've talked about this before. And here's you with your new idea. And you're like, oh man, I'm so excited. I'm gonna get a new greenhouse, bro. And you're like, yeah, it's cool. It's gonna be awesome. Oh my God. Or whatever idea it is. It doesn't have to be a greenhouse. It doesn't be a new fish tank, new relationship, new whatever. Something you're gonna do. Something that you're like, I'm gonna go do this. And it's the idea. And you're all excited. And you go through the trials and tribulations and you come down through here, okay? And then over here is the victory, the W, the win, if you will, when it's finally done. But you have to go through something that sucks before it's going to be good. Nothing good ever came easy. It's going to be terrible before it's awesome. Right now, Dusty is like right here, okay? And I'm starting to like smile. I grind my teeth at night. I actually had to get a bite guard so that I didn't gnaw my teeth. I was so stressed about it. I was petrified to death that my hair was falling out and going gray. I had to shave it a while back. It's not, thank God, but I was freaking out. I was going through a hard part, all right? And I want to tell you all that that is part of the game. If you want something, you have to go through something that sucks. That's why I haven't been making as many videos. That's why I haven't been making as long of videos, because I have what's called focus. Follow one course until successful. I have one thing I'm trying to get done, okay? One thing. I can go back to all the videos. I've been doing videos since 2009. That's not a problem. But right now, we follow one course until we're successful. And I'm gonna show you the course that I'm on right now because I'm getting close and it's really starting to taste good. Come with me, let's do it. Now you'll notice I'm leaving the house to head to Greenhouse 2.0 with this cup of coffee that's overly feminine looking that I used. Brought it from my wife, put a big dent in it, so now it's mine. Because I'm hard on stuff, but I'm getting out of here. Notice, before I went for a run, now I took a shower, I feel like $1,000,000. I'm hopping in my beautiful van that somebody actually ran into the other day. Now I'm dressed up. I got a collared shirt on. I work for myself. I can wear whatever I want. I can wear like one of the 5,000 fish tank shirts I have. I can wear a Jungle Val likes it from behind shirt. I can wear the Koi Kratom shirt. I'm choosing to wear a collared shirt. Why is that? It's simple. It's self-motivation. I feel more motivated. I'm ready to work. I'm in work mode. I'm going to work, okay? I had a boss back in the day. Love the man. He's a mentor of mine. If you don't know what a mentor is somebody who is better at something than you or somebody that you go to for advice. He was my old boss. I'm still friends with him. He goes, Dustin, I want you wearing suits. This is back in the suit and tie wrap that's cleaner than a bar of soap selling phones days about 6 years ago. And he goes, I want you wearing suits, dude. I'm like, well, why do you want me wearing suits, man? You don't make everybody else wear suits. And he goes, you're different. Be different. And I took that to heart, and the next year, the second year with that company, I sold $1 million worth of phones and left all the veteran sales guys like wondering with their heads spinning with their pants down around their ankles because the young rookies smoked them all. So there is something psychological about dressing up. I could dress like a bum. Now, I am wearing shorts because I'm about to go get in a hot greenhouse, but regardless, I'm dressed up. I'm on my commute to work. Now, it's about a couple minutes till 9. I have to get about 50 different people in line right now. So time is money when it comes to mine taking in blood. So what I'm gonna do is this. I'm gonna make 1,000,000 different phone calls to 1,000,000 different people to make sure they are getting done what I need done. And I'm hitting them up early, not late, early in the day to make sure that what I need done is going on. Here's how it goes. Banks Engineering, Nicholasville, Kentucky. Engineers owed me prints for the concrete, which we're gonna talk about later. You gotta have prints to do it right.
Banks Engineering.
got to spend every waking minute of your day doing something to move you towards your direction. Yes, I'm driving, I'm making a video and a call at the same time. She's on mute, she can't hear that. Step one, now I got to call the concrete guy. Hey, I wanted to give you an update, boss. I'm picking up those prints from Banks Engineering for the concrete. The drain, Charlie put the drain in yesterday. So, we're good to go. I know you're doing other stuff. I just wanted to let you know I should have everything for you.
All right, good.
Appreciate you.
All right, good. All right, thank you.
Bye. Talking to this, talking to you. All right, so now what he doesn't know, and you're about to know, is there's some things that he got to redo to Jessamine County. And in the 5 seconds that the camera has been off, I got a call from my plumber. The plumber's trying to connect the lines from my toilet, urinal, everything into my holding tank, but they need gravel. Luckily, I'm a master of gravel, and I got 57s out there, boy. I got them 57s, gonna pour them around that there septic tank there. We're gonna get that thing done, gonna get that thing fixed, gonna be taking them pisses in that urinal, yeah. Now, I'm just gonna be real with you. This is the part that never gets old. Turn on to old. We're off a fair road here. And we look over yonder, and we can see the greenhouse over there, partway open. Roll up in here. Andrew's already here on point, ready to rock. Big guns ready for you all. Insulation. My man Aaron's supposedly coming down at some point. But first things first, man. Gotta open up the vents. Look at the temperature in here though. 9 o'clock, 90 degrees, 9 o'clock. Here's the fun part about it. In the aquarium system here, there's a thermometer somewhere. I don't know. You think we can grow plants in here? That, come along nice. Oh, here it is. 90 degrees in here. Water temp, 75, perfect. We're still working on the Wadsworth to get everything rolling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, open. All right, check out this walk. While I was at Aquashella, bro, I decided to let the concrete guys go ahead and keep moving on the concrete. So they made this wonderful walk. Come closer, this walk is amazing. It's beautiful brushed concrete. It is 7 feet wide here, 5 feet wide there. There's handicap access available right there. You're supposed to be a certain width, which is a problem down here, which I'm gonna talk about. I absolutely love this walk. I wasn't here on site when they built this walk, but I wanna show you all something that I'm learning. The negative thing is right here. Here's the positive. This is Greenhouse 2.0. This is where Greenhouse 2.1 is going to be. Notice how the sidewalk comes back here. I'm gonna have a pier just like that one right there. That's gonna go right about here. Then I'm gonna have another one that's gonna go, what I got, 3 or 4 of them? 1, 2, 3 of them. The last one will be right here on the edge. So I made the sidewalk knowing that I'm gonna eventually build another spot right here. So here's the bad part. Here's the rub. If you take this right here, this is 7 feet, a little over 7 feet right here, and you lift this up, handicap access and the initial pull-on ramp is supposed to be for every foot 1/4 of an inch, 1.75 inches. Here's the problem. This is 7 feet. If I raise this up to level right here, this slope is dun, 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 5.5 inches. Which is not going to work because it's supposed to be down here with a very, very slight slope. Now look, I wouldn't have caught that if I had been on site. I would have probably asked Poppy, and he probably would have caught it. This has to be ripped up for handicap access. It's worse. Watch this. Here's the problem. We poured this big, beautiful walk, but I'm talking to Mark yesterday, and he's like, yeah, man. He's like, that's not going to work as far as pulling in the driveway. So I was like, well, dude, let's just skip it and whatever, and we can just build a little ramp here. And I was thinking we'd build a ramp from here down and have a little slope that way. I hire him because he is a subject matter expert. I was trying to ghettoly fix it, if you will. And he goes, dude, he goes, it ain't gonna look right. I said, what do you mean? Step back here, I'll show you. I'm looking at it too close. He told me, he goes, think about it from a whole 100-foot long thing. You're gonna have this 100 feet
of concrete that goes up and makes a nice little curve against that walk. And then up here, you're gonna have some little schwill looking thing that goes up here, and then you drive over the walk. So we're gonna rip out the handicap access over there, and we're gonna rip out some of this when we finally pour this entire thing in concrete. Now let's talk about something you all might be slightly interested in. We're gonna talk about water. We're not gonna talk about water in aquariums just yet, but we're gonna talk about where all the water on this property goes to. Water and storm water management is a big deal apparently. Apparently it also costs about 9 grand. Let me show you what's going on. Over here is a drain. This was put in by my neighbor Charlie. Came out here the other day and he was actually just spraying a bunch of rocks onto the property to get this done. Here's the rub. There's the drain. Everything from the parking lot is supposed to go to that there drain. That's not an issue. Why are you dressed up and angry, Dustin? I'll tell you why, my wonderful fish tank people. Because life sometimes has winters, and I thought I was into spring, but everything comes and things happen, and you just can't control it with new construction. So I'm dressed up because been on point all day, and I'm still on point, but I want to show you some of the drama that is involved in new construction, and it goes like this. I gotta drop 10 G's on a drain to drain the property. That's all good. See that white pipe right there? That's where the electric line was ran. That was the first thing I did, and I was proud of myself because I actually got it on my own. Come to find out, that red line right there, that red line, and that orange line go together. And over here, where I'm supposed to put this ginormous, humongous head wall at the end of that blue stake over there, is gonna sit directly on top of the electric line. So it's not going to work. So I'm in the, hey, I'm gonna stop and think about it stage. My man Charlie, who's my neighbor, who's cool as heck, was like, yeah, we just gotta stop and think about it. But he definitely found the electric line. We didn't cut it, we didn't break anything. But now we gotta regroup and figure out, what was I almost fall with this stupid camera here. This is where the head wall is supposed to be. It's supposed to be 3 feet below that. So I gotta get this thing dug way out and then grade all this down. There's my septic tank, and there's the electric line. So we have our wires crossed, so to speak, crossing a wire. But you know what? That which does not kill you makes you stronger. Next time I build the greenhouse behind there, and the other one behind there, and the other one over there, it'll be just fine. But right now, it's tough. Now here's the good news. Instead of rerouting, digging up, undoing, re-inspecting, reburying, the whole deal with the electric line, we just moved this box. So now I've got this massive, what is it, water output, I don't know, cost me about 9 grand. So now everything that runs from my parking lot, the water will run out the back of my property. While you guys, in the 5 seconds I wasn't on camera, my wonderful plumber guys over here found my internet line. To be fair, Spectrum, which is not really worth anything, came out. They moved the internet line from where they marked it, and they didn't mark it, so it's not 100% their fault. He hit it, nicked it. Luckily, he didn't kill the internet, so I actually still do have internet. But he definitely blasted the internet line 5 seconds ago off camera. It's not even 9:30 yet. Go out of town, everything goes.
Yeah,
You're on camera, Rob, because you're the guy that I trust with the plumbing. What happened?
Oh, it's nothing. It's just
Too high?
not my standard.
All right, now you can see we are inside. The garage door is now closed. This is still open. This is all just natural daylight coming in. Shout out to my man Myers Fence for the idea of doing the roof with the skylights or whatever. You can see how I ghetto-ly put cardboard in there, because when it's a high wind, those actually go and make this awful sound. All right, so you all want this to be done over the internet. The revolution must be televised, and it must be televised over high-speed internet. You can see they just nicked the cable outside. Luckily, it is still running. We have 120 megs of internet in this property. This is my tiny little office in here. It'll work though, and notice it's quiet. Roll in here. I do not want to sit down where anybody has peed on a toilet seat, which is why there's a urinal here, there's a toilet here, there's a drain in the floor, so we can easily clean up any messes that are made. Roll around here. This is the pack out area where all the packages, Josh and Ryan will be hanging out. Plenty of outlets, quad. In here is the oversized HVAC unit, so inline water heater here, RPZ valve right here. I wanted to have water out the back of the building. I've got water out the back right there. And then all that hot water will run here Like Robert said, he would have done it differently with the 90s, whatever. It's here. You walk around this way. I'll have hot water here. What's fun is that before the concrete slab was laid, I ran pipes from this one to that one, from this one to that one, from that one to this one. These are all connected. So all I got to do is turn the hot water on here. I can run it over to here, and then I can pipe it that way or this way or that way or whatever, which way Dusty wants to go. Now let's talk about the Wadsworth control unit. Again, you have to spend the money in your aquariums to make it easy on yourself. I'm spending money up front to make sure I have hot water lines ran everywhere, inline water heater on demand. I've got this overpriced Wadsworth unit that is yet to impress me, but it's yet to really be hooked up. But what it will do is it'll automate all the vents and everything. So while I'm standing here, if it hits above a certain set point, everything will open, close, what have you. So I'm excited to see how the Wadsworth's going to work. That's where we are with the greenhouse. Oh, by the way, I'm growing the heck out of some plants in here. The plant growth that we're pulling out of here is absolutely unbelievable. We're pretty low on plants right now, actually, but you can see all the swords are coming out with just massive roots on them, new underwater growth. I'm super duper jacked about the way everything has been growing in here. Here's a red tiger lotus. We sell a ridiculous amount of bulbs and or plants, and then I've got a couple of stems of the triple red Ludwigia that's just totally popping. I have to give a shout out to our friends at Fluval with this. I'm going to do a full video on this, but this is what I believe is an SP6 pump down here. I've actually got it sitting in this basin, and then I've got it pulling through a screen. This is the most burly pump. Like, this thing just whoosh. You can go up there and you can see like the water flow. And I'm actually got to put that piece back on there because it sucks everything in. I absolutely love this pump. It has a thermal kill switch on it, which is super important, and you wouldn't think it would be that important. But see how it's kind of whirling right here? See how it's got that little tornado effect right there? What happens when it gets too low, and I've done it because when I was building this system, I actually ran this too low. It got too hot. It kicked off. Think about that for a minute. Dustin's out of town. All of a sudden, the water level drops. One of these breaks. Something happens. I'm going to talk more about the system elaborately. But the thermal kickoff on it kicked off. That way, I didn't kill the pump. So the water level got too low. The pump got too hot. It automatically knew to kick off. I'm going to be using these pumps pretty much exclusively on this system. We're also about to build another system, and they're what I'm using in all three of the systems that I have at Greenhouse 1.0 today. Oh, by the way, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week, we officially move in to this greenhouse. So yeah, your boy D is busy. Everybody have an awesome week. If you're heading to the Aquatic Gardeners Convention, have a great time. I will not be there. My daughter's birthday was actually yesterday. You don't get those birthdays back. She's turning 8. She's a total sweetheart and a complete nut. Everybody make it an awesome week and tank on. Later.